What if I told you that the United States military has weapons that can travel from Washington, D.C. to Beijing in 30 minutes, lasers that never miss their target, and robots that make battlefield decisions faster than any human commander? These aren't concepts from a distant future. They're operational today, hidden in classified facilities and deployed on secret missions around the globe. The age of science fiction warfare has arrived, and it's honestly more incredible than anything Hollywood ever imagined. Today we're revealing 10 game-changing technologies that are quietly revolutionizing how America projects power across the planet. Hypersonic weapons. The United States Army's Dark Eagle hypersonic weapon travels at over 3,800 miles per hour, so fast it could fly from New York to Los Angeles in just 40 minutes. This isn't just about speed, it's about totally redefining the concept of unstoppable force on the modern battlefield. Hypersonic weapons like the Long-Range Hypersonic Weapon System represent a quantum leap beyond traditional missiles. While conventional ballistic missiles follow predictable arcs that defense systems can intercept, hypersonic weapons maneuver unpredictably at speeds exceeding Mach 5, making them virtually impossible to stop. The Dark Eagle system uses a common hypersonic glide body that separates from its booster at high altitude and glides to its target at hypersonic speeds. What makes these weapons truly revolutionary is their strategic impact. Traditional intercontinental ballistic missiles take 30 minutes to reach their targets, giving enemies time to respond. Hypersonic weapons compress that timeline to mere minutes, creating a new category of warfare where speed equals survival. The Army plans to deploy these weapons in 8 missile batteries, with each missile capable of striking targets over 1,725 miles away. The December 2024 successful test of the Dark Eagle marked a crucial milestone, proving the weapon system's viability for operational deployment. Unlike nuclear weapons that serve primarily as deterrents, hypersonic weapons provide conventional strike capabilities that can be used in actual conflicts without crossing nuclear thresholds. This technology doesn't just change tactics, it fundamentally alters the strategic balance of power, giving the United States the ability to strike any target globally within an hour, while remaining virtually invulnerable to current defense systems. Directed energy weapons. Imagine a weapon that travels at the speed of light, never runs out of ammunition, and can precisely disable targets without collateral damage. Directed energy weapons make this science fiction concept reality, using concentrated electromagnetic energy instead of traditional projectiles to neutralize threats. The United States military deployed its first operational directed energy weapon aboard the USS Ponce in 2014, marking the beginning of a new era in warfare. These systems use high-energy lasers and high-powered microwaves to damage, disable, or destroy enemy equipment and personnel. What makes them revolutionary is their speed. Electromagnetic energy travels at light speed, which is about 100,000 times faster than hypersonic weapons. Current directed energy systems excel at countering drones, rockets, artillery, and mortars, providing cost-effective defense against swarm attacks. A single laser shot costs mere dollars compared to traditional interceptor missiles that cost hundreds of thousands. The Pentagon's roadmap envisions these weapons evolving to counter increasingly sophisticated threats, including anti-ship cruise missiles and aircraft by 2030. Beyond 2030, directed energy weapons will tackle strategic missions like defending against ballistic missiles and hypersonic weapons. Their speed-of-light engagement capability makes them ideal for countering maneuverable threats that traditional defensive missiles cannot intercept effectively. The technology's precision offers another advantage: the ability to scale effects from non-lethal disabling to complete destruction. This flexibility allows commanders to respond proportionally to threats while minimizing unintended consequences. As these systems mature, they promise to revolutionize both offensive and defensive operations, providing unlimited ammunition as long as power is available and reshaping how military forces protect themselves and project power. Autonomous combat vehicles. The United States Army's Robotic Combat Vehicle program represents the dawn of unmanned ground warfare, where machines fight alongside soldiers or independently in environments too dangerous for human operators. These aren't remote-controlled toys. They're sophisticated combat platforms capable of autonomous decision-making in dynamic battlefield conditions. The RCV program encompasses 3 variants designed for different mission profiles: The RCV Light serves as a nimble reconnaissance platform equipped with advanced sensors and lightweight weaponry, capable of deploying drones to extend surveillance range significantly. The RCV Medium bridges mobility and firepower with medium-caliber cannons optimized for infantry support, while the RCV Heavy features robust armor and heavy weaponry including anti-tank missiles and 30mm autocannons for high-intensity combat. What sets these vehicles apart is their integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning, enabling autonomous navigation and adaptation to dynamic combat scenarios. They can perform tasks ranging from reconnaissance and logistics support to direct combat roles without human intervention. The Defense Innovation Unit's ground vehicle. Autonomous Pathways Project is developing software that fuses data from multiple sensors, allowing these vehicles to operate in diverse and challenging military environments. However, the program faces significant challenges. Development costs have escalated dramatically, and the vehicle's size and expense make them vulnerable to cheap drone attacks that have proven devastatingly effective in Ukraine. The Army is reassessing requirements to create more cost-effective, survivable platforms. Despite these challenges, autonomous combat vehicles represent the future of ground warfare, promising to reduce human casualties while extending military capabilities into previously inaccessible or extremely dangerous operational environments. Advanced cyber warfare capabilities. The United States Cyber Command operates the world's most sophisticated digital army, capable of infiltrating enemy networks, disrupting critical infrastructure, and conducting offensive operations in cyberspace that can, cripple entire nations without firing a single conventional shot. The United States has developed the most advanced cyber warfare capabilities globally, with Cyber Command centralizing command of cyberspace operations and synchronizing the defense of military networks. The command operates 133 cyber mission force teams, with 41 from the Army, 40 from the Navy, 39 from the Air Force, and 13 from the Marine Corps. These teams conduct both offensive and defensive cyberspace operations worldwide, targeting everything from enemy command and control systems to weapons platforms that, honestly, require computers to operate. What makes U.S. cyber capabilities revolutionary is their integration across all domains of warfare. Army Cyber Command delivers offensive cyberspace effects and electromagnetic warfare capabilities against global adversaries, while specialized units like the 780th Military Intelligence Brigade provide teams for national and combatant command offensive operations. The 11th Cyber Battalion deploys expeditionary cyberspace and electromagnetic warfare teams to augment tactical units with offensive cyber, information operations, and electronic warfare capabilities. Recent developments include advanced cyber threat detection capabilities being evaluated through partnerships between Army Cyber Command and DARPA. These systems can identify and neutralize sophisticated cyber attacks in real time, providing, unprecedented protection for military networks and systems. The true strategic advantage of cyber warfare lies in its deniability and precision. Cyber operations can disable enemy capabilities without traditional military signatures, making attribution difficult while achieving strategic objectives that would otherwise require conventional military force. Next-generation stealth aircraft. The United States Air Force's F-47 sixth-generation fighter represents the ultimate evolution of stealth technology, combining invisibility, artificial intelligence, and drone command capabilities in a single platform that, honestly, redefines air superiority for the next century. The F-47, developed under the Next Generation Air Dominance program, incorporates stealth technologies that surpass both the F-22 and F-35. This sixth-generation fighter features a potentially tailless flying wing design that further reduces radar signature while providing superior speed and maneuverability compared to current platforms. The aircraft's stealth capabilities enable it to penetrate advanced threat airspace that would challenge even existing stealth fighters. What truly sets the F-47 apart is its integration with artificial intelligence and autonomous systems. The aircraft is designed from the ground up to operate alongside drone wingmen through the Collaborative Combat Aircraft program, allowing a single pilot to command and coordinate multiple autonomous platforms simultaneously. This human-machine teaming capability multiplies the aircraft's effectiveness exponentially. The Navy's Parallel F/AXX program promises similar revolutionary capabilities for carrier operations. with 25% greater range than the F-35C and advanced AI integration that transitions from man-in-the-loop to man-on-the-loop operations. This extended range of over 1,700 miles, combined with refueling capabilities, provides, basically, indefinite operational reach. Both programs represent a fundamental shift in air combat philosophy. Rather than single-platform superiority, these aircraft serve as command nodes for integrated air combat systems that blend manned and unmanned capabilities, creating air power effects that no adversary can match with conventional fighters. Soldier Augmentation Systems. The United States Army's Integrated Visual Augmentation System transforms ordinary soldiers into superhuman warriors with heads-up displays that provide real-time battlefield intelligence, night vision, and augmented reality capabilities that fundamentally change how ground combat is conducted. IVAS, based on Microsoft HoloLens technology, represents a $22 billion investment in soldier enhancement. This mixed reality system combines day and night fighting goggles with heads-up displays that integrate next-generation situational awareness tools and high-resolution simulations. Soldiers can see through smoke around corners and receive real-time intelligence overlays that identify threats, friendly forces, and mission objectives directly in their field of view. The system's revolutionary capability lies in its integration of multiple technologies into a single platform. IVAS provides improved mobility and lethality through sensing, mapping, and computing capabilities that enhance mission planning, decision-making, and targeting. Soldiers can rehearse and train in realistic augmented reality scenarios, preparing for specific missions before deployment. Current development focuses on IVAS 1.2, featuring improved form factor, reliability upgrades, and enhanced low-light sensors with distributed counterweight for improved comfort. The Army plans to field approximately 121,500 systems to close combat soldiers, making this technology standard equipment rather than specialized gear. Beyond current capabilities, future iterations may include AI-assisted decision-making, biometric monitoring, and integration with autonomous systems. The technology promises to create soldiers who can process information faster, make better decisions under stress, and coordinate more effectively with both human teammates and autonomous systems. This represents the first step toward truly augmented soldiers who combine human judgment with machine precision and processing power. Quantum computing for defense. The Department of Defense is investing over $100 million in quantum technologies that are set to revolutionize military computing. We're talking about capabilities that could break any encryption, detect hidden submarines, and process battlefield information at speeds that, honestly, make our current supercomputers look like pocket calculators. Quantum computing really represents a paradigm shift in computational technology, one that's going to transform national security and defense operations as we know them. The Pentagon, recognizes three critical applications here: quantum computers for processing vast amounts of data way faster than traditional systems, quantum sensing for detecting enemy submarines and other concealed threats, and quantum communications that offer, unhackable secure channels. The Defense Department's quantum initiatives include the DACAR program, which is focused on testing quantum computing heuristics and exploring near-term applications. Now, DARPA's quantum sensing program, called ROQS, aims to create rugged sensors that can keep their performance even under harsh military conditions. These are already being integrated into space-qualified systems. These sensors, by the way, can detect submarines, nuclear materials, and other hidden threats with a level of precision we've just never seen before. The real military advantage of quantum technology lies in its fundamental properties. Quantum computers could potentially break current encryption methods while, at the same time, providing quantum-resistant security for U.S. communications. The technology enables processing capabilities that, frankly, render traditional computers obsolete when it comes to complex military calculations and simulations. The Pentagon's commitment here also includes establishing a quantum computing center of excellence to strategically scale the technology and build on the momentum that's already underway. This center will focus on quantum computing, integrated photonics, superconducting systems, and trapped ions. As quantum technology matures, it's going to provide the U.S. military with computational advantages that, fundamentally alter the balance of technological superiority in warfare. Artificial intelligence battlefield systems. The Pentagon's generative AI initiative is, creating battlefield systems that can analyze intelligence, recommend targets, and coordinate complex operations way faster than human commanders, fundamentally changing how military decisions are made in combat. Task Force Lima, which is led by the Chief Digital and Artificial Intelligence Office, is synchronizing AI deployment across the Department of Defense to enhance operations in warfighting, business affairs, health, readiness, and even policy. Current applications include intelligent decision support systems and aided target recognition that assist in decision-making, target recognition, and casualty care, all while reducing operator mental load and increasing decision accuracy. Recent deployments really demonstrate AI's battlefield potential. For instance, U.S. Marines in the Pacific have used generative AI chatbots to analyze surveillance data and alert commanders about potential threats. This, honestly, represents the second phase of military AI strategy, moving beyond just computer vision for drone analysis to human-like dialogue systems that can interpret complex intelligence. The technology's revolutionary aspect lies in its speed and processing capability. AI systems can analyze full-motion video that would require human analysts to work 12 hours daily, identifying patterns and threats that humans might miss due to fatigue or information overload. This capability, in turn, expedites decision-making on the battlefield while reducing casualty risk and collateral damage. Looking ahead, future applications include AI systems that not only assess military data, but also recommend actions such as generating target lists. While supporters argue this enhances precision and reduces civilian casualties, the technology, of course, raises important questions about human oversight in life-and-death decisions. The integration of AI into battlefield systems really promises to provide decisive advantages in speed, accuracy, and coordination that no human-only force can match. Advanced Materials Technology. The Department of Defense is developing, revolutionary materials that can stop bullets instantly, heal themselves when damaged, and adapt their properties in real time, creating equipment and vehicles that almost seem to defy the laws of physics. The DoD's Advanced Materials Science and Technology strategy focuses on expediting identification and fielding of materials for defense applications. These efforts span the full materials continuum from discovery through deployment, targeting engineering problems with multidisciplinary research that establishes fundamental relationships between material structure, properties, and performance. Revolutionary developments include magnetorheological fluids that transform from liquid to impenetrable solid in milliseconds when exposed to magnetic fields. MIT researchers have perfected this technology for potential use in adaptive armor systems that can respond instantly to incoming threats. Meanwhile, Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory has developed fabric from carbon nanotubes that detects and repels chemical and biological weapons. Advanced ceramics like silicon carbide and alumina are being used for armor plates that can withstand high-velocity impacts while remaining lighter than traditional materials. Nanostructured materials exhibit unique properties, including increased strength and conductivity, enabling more efficient sensors, lightweight armor, and advanced energy storage solutions. Smart materials really represent the cutting edge of this technology. Shape memory alloys and piezoelectric materials can change their properties in response to external stimuli, enabling adaptive camouflage, self-healing structures, and energy harvesting capabilities. These materials are just invaluable for defense applications where equipment must adapt to changing conditions. The integration of these advanced materials into military platforms significantly enhances strength and performance while reducing weight and maintenance requirements, providing decisive advantages in mobility, protection, and operational capability. Space-based defense systems. The U.S. military is deploying, constellation networks of satellites equipped with directed energy weapons, hypersonic interceptors, and quantum communication systems that can defend against any threat from orbit while projecting power anywhere on Earth almost instantaneously. Space-based defense really represents the ultimate high ground in military strategy. Current developments include satellite constellations capable of tracking hypersonic weapons, providing early warning, and coordinating defensive responses. The integration of advanced radar systems like the upgraded THAAD and TPY-2 radar demonstrates growing capabilities to detect and track hypersonic missiles from space-based platforms. Looking to the future, space-based systems will incorporate directed energy weapons capable of engaging targets on Earth or in space at light speed. These orbital platforms could provide global coverage with response times measured in seconds rather than minutes or hours. The combination of quantum communication systems ensures these networks remain secure from cyber attacks while coordinating complex defensive and offensive operations. The strategic advantage of space-based systems lies in their global reach and rapid response capability. Unlike ground-based or air-based systems limited by geography and deployment time, space-based platforms provide persistent coverage of any location on Earth. They can simultaneously serve defensive roles by intercepting incoming threats and offensive roles by striking targets globally. Integration with other revolutionary technologies multiplies their effectiveness. Space-based quantum sensors can detect stealth aircraft and submarines, while AI systems process vast amounts of surveillance data in real time. Hypersonic weapons launched from orbit could reach any target on Earth within minutes. These systems really represent the ultimate evolution of military technology, providing capabilities that ensure space superiority translates directly into terrestrial dominance across all domains of warfare. From hypersonic weapons that outrun any defense to AI systems that think faster than human commanders, these 10 technologies aren't just changing how America fights, they're ensuring that future conflicts will be won before enemies even realize they've begun. Each innovation represents years of research, billions in investment, and the collective genius of America's defense industry. As we stand on the brink of a new era in warfare, one thing is certain: the nation that masters these technologies will dominate the battlefields of tomorrow. Thanks for watching Stellar Tech. Subscribe for more incredible insights into the technologies shaping our world. Imagine this: after 47 years drifting through the cosmic void, humanity's most distant messenger suddenly detects something that honestly shouldn't exist. NASA's Voyager 1, now 15 billion miles from Earth, has captured evidence of 305 mysterious objects moving in perfect formation through interstellar space. These aren't planets, asteroids, or comets, they're something else entirely, gliding through the darkness with purpose and precision that just, well, defies every law of physics we know. What Voyager discovered out there has left scientists questioning everything we thought we understood about the universe. The Lonely Pioneer's impossible discovery. Deep in the frozen emptiness between stars, a tiny machine no bigger than a small car continues its eternal journey through the cosmic dark. Voyager 1, launched when Star Wars first hit theaters in 1977, has become humanity's most distant ambassador, traveling over 15 billion miles from Earth into the mysterious realm of interstellar space. This ancient spacecraft, powered by decaying plutonium and running on 1970s technology with less computing power than a modern calculator, was never meant to survive this long. Its mission was simple: fly by Jupiter and Saturn, then fade into obscurity. Instead, it crossed into interstellar space in 2012, becoming the first human-made object to venture beyond our sun's protective influence. Communication with Voyager takes 22 hours each way, like having a conversation where every response takes nearly 2 full days. Yet despite these impossible distances and technological limitations, this remarkable machine continues whispering back to us across the stars, carrying its famous golden record message to any intelligence that might find it. But recently, Voyager detected something in the darkness that has changed everything we thought we knew about the space between stars. The first anomaly that changed everything. What started as a routine data transmission from Voyager 1 quickly became something that would shake the foundations of space science. Hidden within the endless stream of plasma readings and magnetic field measurements was a tiny anomaly, a faint reflection of light that seemed insignificant at first glance. Dr. Eliza Karna, one of the mission specialists who first noticed the reading, described it as like shouting into a canyon for decades and finally something shouts back. The signal was so subtle that NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory initially dismissed it as background noise, just another particle drifting randomly through the cosmic void. But then the object began to move in ways that caught everyone's attention. It didn't tumble chaotically like space debris or follow the predictable paths of natural objects. Instead, it curved and accelerated with what appeared to be deliberate control, gliding smoothly through space as if guided by intelligence. Systems analyst Carlo Romero observed that the object's movement was unlike anything natural, describing it as the kind of deliberate motion one might expect from a drone rather than a rock. In the physics of space, things don't move with purpose unless something is making them move that way. When natural laws break down. When natural laws break down, when something unusual appears in space, scientists follow a standard protocol. They systematically check every known possibility. Is it a distant moon, a new asteroid, a comet with an unusual orbit? One by one, the team at NASA worked through these familiar explanations, and one by one, each possibility crumbled away. This object defied every category. It wasn't a planet, far too small, not a comet either. There was no tail, no ice trail, no heat signature that would indicate sublimating materials. It didn't glow like a star, and gravitational lensing couldn't explain its behavior. Even space dust was ruled out because dust particles don't suddenly change direction mid-flight. Dr. Lucas Hang at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory ran simulation after simulation, trying to match the object's behavior to known physical models. What makes space objects predictable is physics. Everything moves according to established patterns and forces. But this object broke those rules entirely. Its path bent in ways that didn't match any known orbital mechanics, with no drift or decay that would be expected from natural phenomena. The team was forced to confront an uncomfortable truth. What they were seeing wasn't just unknown, it was unnatural. The twin confirmation that proved everything. Just as scientists were struggling to understand what Voyager 1 had detected, something extraordinary happened that, honestly, transformed speculation into undeniable reality. Voyager 2, traveling a completely different path millions of miles away, detected something eerily similar, the same magnetic fluctuations, the same pulse patterns, matching signal signatures that changed everything. This cross-confirmation was the turning point in the investigation. Two separate spacecraft using independent instruments in different regions of space had detected nearly identical phenomena. This ruled out any possibility of internal error, software glitches, or sensor malfunctions on Voyager 1. ESA analyst Merck Fontaine compared it to, quote, two lighthouses both catching a flash of something passing between them. The dual detection gave the anomaly weight and credibility that just couldn't be dismissed. This wasn't noise or equipment failure, it was a real, coordinated phenomenon happening in the space between stars. With this confirmation, NASA quietly triggered what's known as a Level 3 alert, a designation reserved only for phenomena that don't fit within current scientific understanding. The event was real, the mathematics were consistent, and the movement patterns appeared deliberate. Nobody knew what to make of it, but everyone knew it was significant. The formation that defied physics. When the team analyzed the complete telemetry logs, what they discovered honestly sent chills through the scientific community. This wasn't just one or two anomalies drifting through space. There were 305 objects, all moving together in perfect formation like a cosmic ballet choreographed by an unknown intelligence. Each object glided past Voyager 1 in what appeared to be a coordinated arc, smooth and precise in their movements. These weren't debris fragments scattered randomly through space. There were no heat signatures, no tails, no signs of decay typical of natural objects. Most striking of all, the readings showed rhythmic pulses echoing through the plasma waves, patterns that suggested engineering rather than chance. The 305 objects maintained their relative positions with impossible precision. In space, groups of objects naturally spread out over time due to gravitational influences and velocity differences. Yet these maintained formation like a flock of birds or a school of fish. Except this was happening in the vacuum of space where such coordinated movement shouldn't be possible without technology. The scale was particularly unsettling. A single anomalous object might be explained as instrument error, but 305 objects all displaying the same unnatural characteristics suggested something far more significant was happening in interstellar space. The language hidden in plasma waves. As scientists examined the data more closely, they discovered something that, honestly, challenged the very nature of what they were observing. The plasma wave pulses weren't random cosmic noise, they contained patterns of repetition that were steady, measured, and structured in ways that suggested communication or control systems. Dr. Serena Patel from Caltech observed that the patterns felt less like nature and more like a language or system. The signals had loops, sequences, and structures that hinted at complexity far beyond random electromagnetic interference. These objects weren't just passing by Voyager, they seemed to be broadcasting signals as if pinging, scanning, or communicating with each other. The implications were staggering. If these patterns represented some form of communication, it suggested the objects were part of a coordinated network, operating with shared purpose and intelligence. Some experts went further, with ESA's Eric Lousy suggesting this could be some sort of probe network, though he was quickly asked to stop speculating publicly. To confirm their readings weren't the result of equipment failure, the team activated one of Voyager's oldest backup systems, a telemetry channel unused since the 1990s. It confirmed everything. The signals, the paths, the formations were all real. Impossible propulsion beyond our understanding. The mystery deepened when Voyager's instruments revealed how these objects moved through space. There were no engine flares, no ion trails, no signs of any propulsion system that human science could recognize. Yet, Doppler shift measurements showed these objects accelerating rapidly, smoothly and directionally through the cosmic void. Some were moving faster than anything humans have ever launched into space. According to the data, certain objects were traveling at speeds that exceeded the calculated escape velocity of the entire Milky Way galaxy. These weren't passive objects drifting through space, they were powered somehow, navigating with purpose and incredible velocity. Dr. Caleb Ramirez from MIT noted that, well, they're not floating through space, they're navigating it. What worried him more was their calculated path. These objects deliberately avoided our solar system, passing by at a safe distance as if they had no interest in stopping or investigating our cosmic neighborhood. The propulsion method remained completely mysterious. Nothing in current technology could explain how these objects moved. They appeared to be manipulating space itself, creating waves or ripples in space-time that allowed them to glide forward without conventional thrust. It was as if they were using the medium of space itself for propulsion. Earth hears the cosmic whispers. While NASA focused on analyzing Voyager's data, something remarkable began happening on Earth. Amateur radio operators across the globe, hobbyists with backyard setups built from spare parts, started reporting strange activity in their equipment. They were detecting weak, irregular pulses that didn't match any known terrestrial source. At first, these reports seemed unrelated to Voyager's discoveries. Radio interference happens constantly, and most dismissed it as coincidence. But when the timestamps were compared, they aligned almost perfectly with the hours when Voyager recorded its most intense plasma anomalies. These weren't professional observatories or official deep space listening stations. Most setups were designed to catch meteor scatter, amateur satellites, or solar flare activity, yet somehow, they were detecting faint echoes of what Voyager had encountered billions of miles away. The signals weren't strong, but they had pattern and regularity, like ripples reflecting off invisible walls in Earth's ionosphere. This raised troubling questions. Was this electromagnetic bleed-through accidental, or was something deliberately testing Earth's listening capabilities? The uncertainty triggered quiet security measures as NASA began encrypting parts of its deep space communications, recognizing that if amateur enthusiasts could detect these fragments, so could others with more sophisticated equipment. The machine that changed itself. Perhaps the most unsettling development was what happened to Voyager 1 itself. After one of the magnetic pulses from the passing objects, the spacecraft began exhibiting behavior that was never programmed into its systems. Its guidance system, the attitude and articulation control system, started rerouting data through old unused pathways that hadn't been active in decades. This wasn't system failure, it was systematic reconfiguration. Voyager was reactivating memory segments untouched since the 1980s, rerouting telemetry in ways that defied its original programming. The spacecraft was still responding to commands and transmitting data, but it was also doing something entirely new. Engineers had to dig through dusty file cabinets at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, searching for 1970s assembly language code and handwritten notes in paper manuals. Every diagnostic test took 44 hours, 22 hours to send a command, 22 hours to receive a response. Yet despite their efforts to reset the system, the new behaviors persisted. What they discovered was both promising and terrifying. The machine was stable, the instruments were functioning, but Voyager had fundamentally changed. Whatever had caused this transformation, it wasn't internal decay or software corruption. Voyager had encountered something that altered its very nature, making it part of something larger than its original mission. The network beyond the stars. As analysis continued, scientists began to consider a possibility that challenged everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. The structured signals, the quantum-like oscillations, the coordinated movement patterns, all suggested that Voyager hadn't just witnessed random events in deep space. It had encountered evidence of a vast communication network operating in the interstellar medium. The waveforms resembled quantum entanglement experiments conducted on Earth, the same signals researchers use to transmit information between particles separated by distance. If this interpretation was correct, Voyager had stumbled into a galactic communication system that had been operating for millennia, undetected until now. Voyager's analog design, free from the electromagnetic noise of modern digital systems, made it the perfect cosmic microphone. Its position beyond the solar system's interference allowed it to detect signals that would be impossible to observe from Earth. The spacecraft had become an accidental eavesdropper on conversations not meant for human ears. The implications are staggering. If these 305 objects were part of a larger network, it suggests that the galaxy contains communication infrastructure built by intelligences we've never encountered. Voyager may have crossed into something we haven't mapped, not just empty space, but an active data layer that's been running unnoticed throughout the cosmos. From a single anomaly to 305 coordinated objects moving through interstellar space, Voyager 1's discovery has shattered our understanding of the cosmic void. Whether these objects represent natural phenomena beyond our current physics, or evidence of intelligence operating on a galactic scale, one thing is certain: the universe is far stranger and more active than we ever imagined. As Voyager continues its eternal journey through the darkness, it carries with it the knowledge that we are not alone in the vast emptiness between stars. Thanks for watching Stellar Tech, and don't forget to subscribe for more cosmic revelations. July 1, 2025, astronomers detected something extraordinary racing through our solar system at 152,000 miles per hour. This wasn't just another space rock, it was 3I/Atlas, a massive interstellar comet from beyond our solar system, potentially up to 20 kilometers wide and billions of years older than Earth itself. Unlike the mysterious Oumuamua that puzzled scientists in 2017, this visitor is showing clear signs of cometary activity, with a glowing tail stretching thousands of miles. Today we explore humanity's third confirmed interstellar visitor and what it reveals about the cosmos. The discovery that shook astronomy. The story begins with what seemed like routine observations at the Atlas telescope facility in Rio Hurtado, Chile. On July 1, 2025, the asteroid terrestrial impact last alert system detected a faint object moving against the backdrop of stars near the constellation Sagittarius. Initially designated A11PL3Z, this seemingly ordinary discovery would soon revolutionize our understanding of interstellar visitors. Within hours, follow-up observations revealed something extraordinary. The object wasn't following a normal elliptical orbit around our Sun like asteroids and comets from our solar system. Instead, it was traveling on a hyperbolic trajectory with an orbital eccentricity of 6.15, the highest ever recorded for any object in our solar system. This mathematical signature could only mean one thing: the object originated from interstellar space. Amateur astronomer Sam Dean played a crucial role by discovering pre-discovery images of the object dating back to June 14th, allowing scientists to calculate its precise trajectory. The Minor Planet Center received over 100 confirmed observations from telescopes worldwide within 24 hours, officially designating it 3I/Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar object ever detected, following 1I/Oumuamua in 2017 and 2I/Borisov in 2019. A colossal visitor from deep space. What makes 3I/Atlas truly remarkable is its sheer size and speed. Traveling at approximately 152,000 miles per hour relative to our Sun, this interstellar giant could journey from Earth to the Moon in just over an hour. Early estimates suggest the comet's nucleus could be between 10 to 20 kilometers in diameter, making it potentially dozens of times larger than its predecessors. When Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb analyzed the brightness data, he discovered something striking. The object reflects an unusual amount of light for its distance, suggesting either a highly reflective surface or enormous size. If its surface is dark like most asteroids, 3I/Atlas would need to be roughly 24 kilometers across to produce such brightness, making it a true cosmic giant. Unlike the enigmatic Oumuamua, which showed no clear signs of cometary activity, 3I/Atlas immediately displayed classic comet behavior. Observations from the Nordic Optical Telescope by astronomers David Jewett and Jane Liu revealed a diffuse tail on July 2nd, while the Teide Twin Telescope Observatory recorded a tail stretching 25,000 kilometers. This active behavior confirms 3I/Atlas is indeed a comet, not an asteroid. A cosmic journey through our solar system. 3I/Atlas is currently positioned about 420 million miles from the Sun, roughly within Jupiter's orbit, racing inward on its one-way journey through our solar system. Its hyperbolic trajectory means it will never return. This is a single encounter that astronomers must maximize while the opportunity exists. The comet's path will bring it closest to Mars on October 2, 2025, passing within just 18 million miles of the red planet. Some researchers have proposed using NASA's Mars rovers to photograph the comet during this close approach, potentially providing unique surface-based images of an interstellar visitor. On October 29, 2025, 3I/Atlas will reach perihelion, its closest point to the Sun at approximately 130 million miles away, just inside Mars's orbit. At this point, it will be traveling at its maximum velocity of 68 kilometers per second. The comet will make its closest approach to Earth on December 19, 2025, though it will remain at a safe distance of 167 million miles. Throughout this journey, 3I/Atlas poses absolutely no threat to Earth. Its trajectory ensures it will pass safely through our solar system before continuing its eternal voyage into interstellar space. The oldest comet in the universe. So perhaps the most astounding aspect of 3I/Atlas is, honestly, just its incredible age. Research led by Matthew Hopkins at Oxford University suggests this interstellar visitor could be between 7.6 and 14 billion years old, potentially older than our entire solar system by more than 3 billion years. The key to understanding its ancient origins lies in its velocity and trajectory. With a hyperbolic excess velocity of 58 kilometers per second, 3I/Atlas is moving way faster than objects typically ejected from nearby star systems. This extreme speed suggests it originated from the Milky Way's thick disk, a region containing some of the galaxy's oldest stars, most of them over 10 billion years old. Professor Chris Lintott, co-author of the Oxford study and presenter of BBC's The Sky at Night, explains the significance. This is an object from a part of the galaxy we've never seen up close before. We think there's a 2/3 chance this comet is older than the solar system, and that it's been drifting through interstellar space ever since. If confirmed, 3I/Atlas would represent a pristine time capsule from the early universe, carrying materials that formed when the galaxy was young and star formation was just beginning. Global Telescope Network mobilizes. The discovery of 3I/Atlas has, well, triggered an unprecedented global observational campaign. Astronomers all around the world are pointing every available telescope at this rare visitor, knowing they've got only months before it disappears forever into the depths of space. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its massive 21.3-foot mirror and incredible infrared sensitivity, is perfectly positioned to study 3I/Atlas in detail. Webb can detect heat signatures and identify specific chemicals and minerals on the comet's surface, potentially revealing its composition and origin. The Hubble Space Telescope complements Webb's capabilities with its ultraviolet observations, providing a complete picture across different wavelengths of light. Ground-based observatories from Hawaii to Chile to South Africa are tracking the comet's movement, measuring its brightness changes, and analyzing the faint light it reflects. The European Space Agency is actively monitoring the object through multiple facilities, while the Instituto de Astrofísica de Canarias has contributed crucial observations using their Atlas TD telescope and the Gran Telescopio Canarias. Radio telescopes like the Very Large Array in New Mexico are also listening for any unusual emissions as the comet interacts with the solar wind, making sure no potential signals are missed during this historic encounter. Comparing interstellar visitors. 3I/Atlas joins, an exclusive club of confirmed interstellar objects, each with unique characteristics that really challenge our understanding of the cosmos. The first visitor, 1I/Oumuamua, discovered in October 2017, remains the most mysterious. Its cigar-like or pancake flat shape and unexplained acceleration as it left our solar system sparked intense debate, with scientists like Avi Loeb even suggesting it might be artificial technology. The second visitor, 2I/Borisov, discovered in August 2019 by amateur astronomer Gennady Borisov, behaved more like a familiar comet with a visible tail and composition similar to comets in our solar system. Its nucleus was estimated at just 400 meters across, making it relatively small compared to 3I/Atlas. What sets 3I/Atlas apart is its combination of size, age, and clear cometary behavior. While Oumuamua showed no outgassing and Borisov was relatively young, 3I/Atlas displays active cometary features despite potentially being billions of years old. Its orbital eccentricity of 6.15 far exceeds both predecessors, indicating it's traveling much faster and likely originated from a more distant region of the galaxy. This progression from mysterious to familiar to ancient suggests interstellar objects are more diverse than we initially thought. Clues to galactic chemistry and life. While the composition of 3I/Atlas could, really revolutionize our understanding of how planets form throughout the galaxy. Early observations have detected a reddish coma surrounding the comet, which is actually pretty similar to what was seen in 2I/Borisov. This red coloration most likely comes from organic-rich dust containing these complex molecules called tholins, carbon-based compounds that scientists believe played a crucial role in the origin of life. If 3I/Atlas contains materials similar to comets in our own solar system, it would provide pretty powerful evidence that the building blocks of life are widespread throughout the galaxy. The presence of water ice, organic compounds, and complex chemistry would suggest that the ingredients for life aren't unique to Earth, but are actually common products of stellar evolution. On the other hand, if the comet's composition turns out to be entirely different from anything in our solar system, it would reveal the incredible diversity of conditions under which planetary systems can form. This could mean that 3I/Atlas formed around a star with different metallicity, or in a region of space with really unique chemical conditions. Either outcome would be scientifically revolutionary, either confirming the universality of life's ingredients, or revealing new pathways for chemical evolution in the cosmos. Mysteries and unanswered questions. Mysteries and unanswered questions. Despite intensive observations, 3I/Atlas guards many secrets that continue to puzzle astronomers. One of the biggest mysteries is its exact size and rotation. While early estimates suggest a nucleus between 10 and 20 kilometers across, the active coma of gas and dust makes precise measurements challenging. Some observations suggest the comet might be tumbling chaotically rather than spinning smoothly, possibly indicating a violent past collision or gravitational encounter. The comet's unusual brightness remains another puzzle. Its high reflectivity could indicate a surface composition unlike anything in our solar system, or it might be experiencing an outburst that temporarily increases its brightness. Understanding this brightness is crucial for determining its true size and nature. As with previous interstellar visitors, some scientists are monitoring 3I/Atlas for any signs of non-gravitational acceleration, movement that can't be explained by gravity alone. While such acceleration is normal for comets due to outgassing, any unusual patterns could provide clues about the comet's internal structure or composition. The question of artificial origin, while highly unlikely, remains part of the scientific discussion. Avi Loeb has suggested using advanced telescopes to search for any signs of technology, though natural explanations are far more probable. Future missions and rapid response. Future missions and rapid response. The discovery of 3I/Atlas has accelerated discussions about rapid response missions to intercept future interstellar visitors. While this comet was discovered too late for any spacecraft to reach it, several space agencies are developing concepts for quick launch missions that could be deployed when the next interstellar object is detected. The European Space Agency's Comet Interceptor mission, scheduled for 2029, represents one approach to studying pristine comets. While originally designed for objects from our solar system, similar technology could be adapted for interstellar targets if sufficient warning time exists. The upcoming Vera C. Rubin Observatory will revolutionize interstellar object detection when it begins operations. Its enormous camera will photograph the entire visible sky every few nights, creating a movie of the cosmos that should detect multiple interstellar objects annually. Astronomers predict it might discover between 5 and 50 interstellar visitors during its 10-year legacy survey of space and time. This improved detection capability means future interstellar objects might be spotted months or even years before their closest approach, providing sufficient time to plan and launch intercept missions. Such missions could return samples from other star systems, bringing pieces of alien worlds directly to Earth for analysis. A new era of interstellar archaeology. A new era of interstellar archaeology. 3I/Atlas represents more than just another astronomical discovery. It marks the beginning of interstellar archaeology, the study of physical artifacts from other star systems. Each interstellar visitor carries information about distant worlds we may never visit, providing direct samples of materials that formed under completely different conditions than those in our solar system. The rapid succession of interstellar discoveries, 3 confirmed objects in less than a decade after centuries of seeing none, suggests these cosmic wanderers are far more common than previously thought. This frequency implies that planetary systems throughout the galaxy routinely eject material into interstellar space, creating a vast network of cosmic debris that connects star systems across the galaxy. As our detection capabilities improve and more interstellar objects are discovered, we'll begin to understand the diversity of planetary formation processes throughout the Milky Way. Each visitor provides a unique data point about stellar chemistry, planetary evolution, and the conditions that exist in different regions of our galaxy. 3I/Atlas, with its ancient age and pristine composition, offers a particularly valuable glimpse into the early universe, when the first generation of planets was forming around young stars billions of years ago. From its discovery in the Chilean desert to its journey through our solar system, 3I/Atlas has already transformed our understanding of interstellar visitors. This ancient comet, potentially older than our solar system itself, carries secrets from the early universe that could reshape our knowledge of planetary formation and the ingredients for life. As it continues its eternal voyage through the cosmos, 3I/Atlas reminds us that our solar system isn't isolated but part of a vast galactic community. Thanks for watching Stellar Tech, and don't forget to subscribe for more cosmic discoveries.